Okay, today is Sunday, I think the 24th of July, and turn that air off, and I'm headed out of town. I've got to go to Michigan for work. Got to reload a server tomorrow morning, so figured I'd take you along for the journey, and just also wanted to update you. I have ridden the motorcycle one other time. Didn't really get any footage of it, but as you can see, today's Sunday. I've got to leave to be at work tomorrow morning, so I don't have a lot of time, unfortunately. So we'll go ahead and we'll get on the road here, and we'll start driving. I may have to turn on the air. It's a little bit hot. It's about I think 96 today. Maybe not quite that hot. It was like 97 yesterday. Let's see. Take you for a little journey. Hopefully you can hear me. And
then turn right.
You're going to hear the GPS woman too, unfortunately. So I've got to go to Lansing, Michigan, which is about
drive 0.1 miles.
4.5 hours away. Right. So already booked my hotel, and that's about it, really. Nothing to talk about yet, so I'll just enjoy the ride for a little bit, and maybe I'll come up with some things to talk about, maybe last night's Supercross race, or Motocross race, I should say, not Supercross.
Drive
talk about that in a little bit, I guess. Never really done a rolling vlog before. I did one other one, but I didn't really talk that much, so hopefully I'll talk a little bit more this time. I'm not a very talkative person, so
turn right.
Maybe I'll find something to talk about. But for now, just enjoy the view.
Drive 3.5 miles.
And obviously I'm not going to keep it on for the full 4 hours, so I'll keep it on here a bit, shut it off, and then when I get onto the main road, I'll probably put it back on. You can hear that raw power of this van. It's a, I don't think I've shown you a picture of my new van or video. I've had it for almost a year now. It's a Ford Transit, which it's got a 2.2 liter 4-cylinder. I believe it's the same motor that the Focus uses, so it doesn't have a lot of balls, unfortunately. And I am using the GoPro, so I don't know if I even mentioned that. I may not have mentioned that. I'm using the GoPro. It's on R2 mode, which is 720p. I do have a mountain biking video that I did. I just haven't put up yet, and it's in, well, I don't know if I'm going to put it up. That's the problem. It's in 1080p, and it's about an hour long, so I'll have to cut it up, but even then, I mean, it's huge. The file is it's like 8 gigs for an hour and a half. I think it's an hour, actually. So there's not a lot of excitement. That was probably taken back in May. Which I didn't realize 1080p was on. I thought I had it on R2 instead of R5 setting. So I kind of screwed myself. And that's the same thing. I did ride a motorcycle last weekend. And the GoPro was dead. I got like 2 seconds of riding, but there wasn't much to see then either, so I hope to ride it some more. We'll see. But for now, I'm just going to shut you off until we get to the highway. I live somewhat out in the country, so stay tuned. We're about an hour and a half in the journey here. Not a lot to look at. This is on 23 North, so it's pretty much flat. And unfortunately, I don't have a lot to talk about. I'm just kind of enjoying enjoying the radio, and so I have to have it turned down for YouTube. Just enjoying the radio and just relaxing, really. It's a long drive, but I've been pretty busy at the house, so which I've mentioned in some of my other, maybe in the comments. We just got done painting our entire house and doing flooring and some other things, so I haven't had a whole lot of time to really set aside for YouTube. And after this week, hopefully that'll change a little bit, put some more videos up, and do some editing. I will probably put some videos up maybe this evening when I'm at the hotel. Depends on the internet connection. Just some product reviews, and most of the stuff is pretty old. I mean, it's back from probably March, before riding season began, maybe February. I just haven't had a chance to really edit them and upload them. So, and they're pretty boring, but it's it's some content at least, I guess. Which is I've been pretty scarce lately. I do try to answer all my PMs and comments, but I've only had about once a week to do that lately. I've been pretty busy at work, and it's not going to slow down anytime soon, but I'm done with all the house things, which I just got done with today, this morning, so hopefully I'll have more time set aside. And I did get to watch the race last night, which my boy Dungy won. I was glad to see that. And too bad for Trey Kennard. I do like Trey, and from what I know of him, I should say. Don't know him personally, but I haven't really read the reports. I'm assuming he re-broke his femur, which I think this will be the third time if he broke it again. I assume it's the same leg. I don't know, but early reports that I saw on Twitter were that he re-broke it, and I assumed that when he went down, because he went down pretty hard, but compared to like Chad Reed last weekend, that was probably nothing. So I don't know. If it's breaking it that easy, he's either going to have to take a longer time off, maybe a year, or he may even have to give it up. I hope not, but I would hate to live in fear of breaking my femur every time I went down. Right now, as it stands for me, I've actually got a problem with my back, which not my back per se, it's just my sciatic nerve. So my whole left leg kind of hurts, and then my toes get numb. So that's another reason why I've been riding, which I don't usually share anything personal like that, but I'm having a lot of problems with that right now. And my back feels fine. It's just that nerve is pinched in there. So they say it could be another, it could go on for months. It'll eventually, hopefully, work its way out, but if not, then I'll have to have surgery, which I don't think that's wasn't even really discussed, but that's the only other options, that there would be. But it's been about 2.5 months now, so. But anyway, for now, maybe leave a comment below, who your favorite rider is and why. My favorite rider, personally, is Dungy, and it's not because he won last year. I just like, he's pretty humble. And he doesn't make excuses for anything. When his chain broke, ran out of gas, or overheated, or boiled, whatever happened to this gas situation. And just like Emig was saying last night, a lot of people look for, reasons from him. What are you going to start doing next? And his answer is always, we're just going to keep plugging away. And that's what he does. I mean, he doesn't, on a bad day, he doesn't fault anyone else. He doesn't fault his bike. He just, says, hey, we'll be better next weekend. Keep plugging away. And I like that about him. I like that he's not afraid to mention, anything about Jesus. He's not afraid to do that. Not saying, that everyone agrees with that. I believe in God and everything, but I don't preach it or anything like that. But, and even if I, didn't believe in God, I would, for him to have the courage to, mention that, which not a lot of people do. They kind of shy away with that. That kind of I kind of like that about him. Just everything. He's a good rider. He's just real humble. I mean, not a lot of guys like that. Chad Reed. I don't really care for Chad Reed. I think he's a great racer, but the reason why I don't care for him is he's a little bit too cocky and always has excuses. He was sick for it seemed like a whole year, which he very well may have been, but it's just you won't see Dungy make excuses like that. Villapoto, kind of on the fence about him. I don't know. Seems okay. My second favorite is probably Wyndham, just because he's closer to my age, and I like the guy. I wish he would win, a little bit more, but he's never been, number one contender. I mean, maybe a few years back, 10 years back, when I wasn't following anymore, but I'm not sure, I'm not sure if he was ever really a Ricky Carmichael or anything like that. I know he wasn't, actually. I mean, he may have won some races, but I still like him. Stewart, again, too cocky. If he's not, if he's not winning, he's crashing, or he's crashing someone else. These are just my opinions. I mean, I like them all. I mean, they're all excellent racers, so don't get me wrong. Don't get on here and say, oh, you suck because No, I'm not saying, all of them are great racers. Just, I don't look for just, the racer in them. I look for the overall person, which, maybe I shouldn't be that way because I'm watching it because they are racing, but I just really like Dungy a lot. I think he's a good kid. I think he's going to only get better. I think he's going to have so many, hopefully he'll, I don't know. I don't know if I want him to beat Ricky Carmichael or not, as far as titles go and wins, but because I do like Carmichael a lot. And I like him for the same reasons. I mean, he was a little cocky sometimes, but just an overall, nice guy. Seemed to be. And back in the day, when I was a little kid, when I used to love Ricky Johnson. I used to watch Ricky Johnson and Jeff Ward, I think in the 80s. I was probably, 36 now, so, I wasn't even a teenager then. But that was my, Ricky Johnson was my favorite back then. Never really liked Damon Bradshaw. He was getting too cocky. Hemming, he was hit and miss. The list goes on and on. There's all kinds of guys. McGrath, I thought he was always a little too cocky, and he is the king of Supercross, so awesome dude. But anyway, yeah, just maybe in the comment section below, what your favorite rider and why. If you like whoever's winning, hey, that's your prerogative, but none of the guys suck. I just, again, and don't bash another person in the comments. It's, I'm just going to delete it. There's no reason to bash somebody because they like Stewart. No reason, to bash so-and-so because they like someone. But on the same hand, I like Barsha. And he is pretty cocky. So it's not only the attitude. I mean, it's just I like Barsha's style. He's excellent as far as the 250 class. We're moving on to that, but his style is just wow. I like Baggett. Baggett is pretty humble. Just like last night, he didn't even know he won overall. I don't like Dean Wilson. I cannot stand Dean Wilson. There's some people in the world you just can't stand. Again, he's an excellent rider, but the whining that he does, it's just, I just can't stand it. I don't know why. Maybe it's his voice. And, he may be the nicest kid in the world. I don't know. But his voice just really gets to me. I like Ryan Sipes, Supercross, and the main reason why I like him is he seems like a pretty humble guy, but he's from Kentucky, which is pretty close to me. So, I do like him. Purcell, can't stand him. Again, he thinks he's God's gift, and look at him now. He's not even racing. So, yeah, probably Baggett, Barsha. I really like Barsha. I like Tomac, even though he's really not a front runner. Tomac makes an awesome mountain bike, by the way. If you watch mountain bike videos, I don't have a Tomac, but they do make a nice mountain bike. Who else in the 250 class? I don't really care for Brock Tickle. I don't know why. He seems kind of airheadish. I don't know. It's not even a word. Listen to me, airheadish. But yeah, he just seems kind of, I don't know, like he's just off in left field somewhere. Tomac, I like him. Or not Tomac. Sorry, I just mentioned Tomac. I think. Heck, I don't know. I'm just rambling. I think I may have mixed up some guys' names there for a minute. Anyway, I'm going to get back to driving, and I'll, shoot. Sorry about that. I'm trying to remember what the heck I was saying. It wasn't Eli Tomac. I like him. Shoot. I'm trying like hell to remember what I was saying. Or who I was thinking of, rather. Anyway, I have no idea. Lost my train of thought there for a moment. I may have said Tomac on the bikes. It's not Tomac, I don't think. Getting a little confused now. Anyway, long drive. So I'm sure in the comments section you're going to say, "Oh, you're an idiot, you're wrong person." And I think I did. But Eli Tomac's a good racer, but I'm not sure that that's not the bike guy, I don't think. I don't know. Anyway, so that's it for now, so stay tuned for the next little journey here. Alright, I'm back. Actually, it was just a few minutes ago I had to look up, I got a Supercross app on my iPhone. Yeah, Tomac was the one I was thinking of. But I was also trying to think of Tyler Rattray. I like him okay. Anyway, that's all I wanted to come back to because it was killing me that I couldn't remember. I know I shouldn't be browsing the web on my phone while I'm driving, but it would have bugged the crap out of me until I got to my journey. So, anyway, stay tuned and stay safe. Okay, we've got about an hour to go. This third segment. Again, pretty boring, 4.5 hour drive with pretty much flat land, some trees. It's about 7:05 p.m. So I'll get there around right around 8:05, something like that. And yeah, that's about it. Pretty boring. Don't know if I'm going to start vlogging. I did one of these before, as I mentioned, probably about a year ago. It was just pretty much to test out the GoPro. I thought about it. I'm subscribed to a few vloggers, but really I'm not that interesting, and I don't like to talk that much, so I'm probably not going to do it. But if I do, I'll probably have to create a new channel because, on my channel, and that's one of the things, I've got a couple other things in store, and another hobby I'm going to revisit that I used to do a while back, and I'll post that in another video. I'm probably going to get back into it. It's a form of racing, not motorcycle related, but I may get back into that. So I'm trying to, I don't know if I'm going to keep that on this channel or create a new channel. I did create one new channel before, it's Let's Talk Cigars, but unfortunately, or fortunately, basically, unfortunately for YouTube, unfortunately for myself, I quit smoking any kind of cigars or anything like that, so I really haven't done anything with that channel. I mean, it's got a, decent amount of subscribers and video views, but I just didn't do anything with it. I haven't even answered comments or anything like that, because shortly after I made that channel, I quit, and part of it was, I wanted to quit, but the main reason is I got bronchitis for the first time in my life, and I don't want to get that again. Actually, I got bronchitis, the flu, and laryngitis all in one shot in January. So after that, I said, I'm not doing this anymore. So anyway, enough about that. So I don't know if for this new hobby, or if I do start some vlogs, sorry, if I should create a new channel or not, because in the channel I currently have, I've got automotive, car repairs, I've got bicycle related videos, repairs, I've got some computer things on there, of course the motocross stuff, the motorcycle stuff, and some electronic things on there. So I'm not sure, it's pretty spread out as it is. I mean, there's a lot of stuff on this channel right now. And I don't know if I should create a new channel or not. I don't really want to, but it's hard to organize. And that's another thing, if you think there's a better way I can organize my channel, please let me know. I try to organize it a little bit better. If you go to my home page, before you had just all the videos, and you'd have to scroll down or you could search. Well, now I've got it in segment, or in categories like motorcycle product reviews, rebuild and build videos, bicycle related, and I was hoping that would organize it a little bit better, but I don't know. I had somebody say, it was harder to find. So if certain videos, if it is, let me know and I'll switch it back. But since there's so much, I have so many different things, so much content on there, I don't know if I want to add any more to the mix. I mean, I would love to. I just wish there was an easier way to categorize it, or just, I don't know. So, leave a comment about that too. If you, I may make another video related to that, because, now I've got two things to leave a comment on: my channel and your favorite motocross racer. So, anyway, that's about it for now. So, my new hobby, well, it's not new. I used to do this a while back. I was sponsored. It's been about 5 years since I've done it, and lots changed. So, I still actually, oddly enough, have a couple of sponsors. I'm going to their websites, and all my information still works. So, I get some of it fairly cheap. But I don't know if my wife's going to be too happy with me getting back into it, because it took up a lot of time, and it's a lot easier for me to go out and do, because it's I can do it on the weekends, whether rain or shine. So still going to keep the motorcycle, still going to hopefully make some vids of that when I get the sciatic nerve thing situated, and it works, hopefully slows down a little bit. The good news is that the track that I like to go to, they run all the way up through the middle of November. So I've still got, July is pretty much over. I still have August, September, October, November. I still have 4 months. So hopefully I'll get some GoPro vids. Right now, like I said, the last time I went riding, I was out of battery, but for the most part, I didn't want to record it anyway, to be honest. Just not much to look at. I'm pretty slow out there right now, so especially with this whole leg thing going on. So anyway, that's it until I probably arrive at the hotel, and we'll cut it off there. So stay tuned. Okay, we're about a mile away from our exit here. I'm probably going to end the vlog as soon as I get to the hotel, because it is the GoPro. I don't have the screen yet where you can actually see what you're taping. So, which I may get that. A nice little feature to have. And the only other video recording device I have with me is my iPhone. And, it takes good video, but I don't feel like really fiddling with that. So, it's kind of awkward to handle. So, here we come to our exit. Hopefully this place will be fairly close to the freeway. I know it's pretty close to my destination tomorrow morning. Just a couple miles down the road. Here we are getting off here. And we got some road construction over here. I read some reviews online, and they said that it was a little difficult to find because of the construction and whatnot. It doesn't look bad yet.
In 0.3 miles, turn left.
So we're about 3 minutes away here, hopefully. bit too loud. Might be able to hear that, which YouTube will not like. Let's see here. I'm going to make a left up here. Again, this last part is going to be really boring.
Left.
As if the rest of the vlog wasn't boring, but I figured a long drive, why not entertain myself while talking to the camera. So, unfortunate for you, you have to hear it. Like everything in Ohio, Hand Mountain, Steak and Shake, Walmart, of course it was Walmart, Michael's. I haven't been to this area of Michigan yet. I travel to Michigan quite a bit, but haven't been here. And typically everything's the same. There's Staples, PetSmart. I don't know if you can see that in the view. Again, I don't have that little viewer on there. Looks like I'm going to be from the left. I don't remember the name of the actual place I'm staying at, unfortunately. I have to look at my phone again.
Arriving at destination on the left.
Which looks like I have to turn in here possibly to get to it. Or I've passed it up one or two. Oh, nope, there it is. And here we are. So, go ahead and park. Since I'm only staying overnight, I've just got my backpack with my laptop and a little bit of clothing in there. Nothing too major. Go ahead and back in this space. Okay, here we are. So go ahead and end this vlog here, and then hopefully I'll get this uploaded tonight, and probably make a video on the way home, I guess, if I have anything interesting to say. It was kind of hard for me to talk about anything on this one, so I doubt I'll make one. It is possible, but doubtful. So please post any questions or comments below, and again, maybe I'll title this "What's Your Favorite Motocross Racer?" Supercross Racer, and maybe that you guys can leave that in the comment below. So hey, as always, thanks for watching.